Hey, what's up guys, it's Apollo Uchiha here and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm back with the second and final part of What If Naruto Was the Sage of the New Elemental Nations. And yeah guys, it is an unscripted story and this is the same story that I made yesterday and had to cut short. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this one, and if you do then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. And if you haven't checked out the first part, please do. And yeah, aside from that, uh your ideas please. Short movies, I gotta make them. And please, no crossover or reincarnations this time. It's kind of my challenge for you guys to see what kind of ideas you come up with, because these are the most kind of ideas that I'm getting, to be honest. Anyways, enough said. Without any further ado, let's begin with our today's story. Our story continues from where we left off last time, inside Naruto's mindscape, where Naruto was told the most shocking and stunning truth that he ever found out about himself, that he was to replace the Sage of the Sixth Path and bring rise to a new elemental nations from the ashes of the current one because of the corrupt system. As now we continue, as Naruto was still stunned, as he finally broke the silence by saying this. Why me? Why do I have to gotta do this? I'm not even a good candidate or shinobi. All those years that I learned from my senseis, I was the dead last of my class. How am I the one? Are you sure about this? I mean, are you not mistaking me for someone else? No, Naruto. How come I would mistake you? As Kyuubi then grumbled and said, you still believe what those people tell you, Naruto. Those people have made you believe and self-doubt yourself because they want you to be weakened so that you could be manipulated by them. Do not ever doubt yourself, kid. You have more than enough potential. Or have you forgotten you were the one who was able to run out even the most of the well-trained Anbu, who are the elite shinobi of this village? As Naruto's eyes widened as he remembered that. You're right, Kurama. You're right. So not doubt the sage. As the sage then began, Kurama is right, Naruto, but you have to be silent, discreet. You have to leave this village and go on your own journey to discover yourself and train. Discover myself? Yes, it is still up to you to decide whether you want to save them, preserve them, or you want their destruction and creation of the new elemental nation. For that you have to see what the other villages have to offer. Is that not right? As Naruto was left in deep thought, you're right. If I have been given this big responsibility, then I need to understand who am I going to protect or going to destroy. Yes, you need to judge them, kid, said Kyuubi. As along the way, Kurama will train you. I will pass down my knowledge as well, and the power of the sun and the moon seal. And you will be able to awaken the Sharingan as well as the Rinnegan as well, son, said the sage as Naruto was left stunned. Two of the most legendary Kekkei and Dojutsus. Yes. As after that, we see Sage brought out his two palms in which the sun and the moon seal was. Place your palms against them, Naruto. As Naruto did as he was told, and instantly felt a huge surge of energy coursing through his body as his eyes widened. As after the transformation was complete, Naruto felt heavy and dizzy. What is going on? You need to rest now, Naruto. Meanwhile, Kurama will take over and will guide you to safety. You don't have to worry about anything. You will be able to find yourself on a different location, safe and secure away from Konoha. Good night, son, and good luck. As with these words, Naruto's vision blurred and darkness engulfed him. As now we see, the Kyuubi and the sage were the only ones that remained there. Are you sure about him, father? The kid, he looks stunned with all the information that you have given him. It is, I know, not right to reveal everything to him so suddenly. But we do not have much time, Kurama. Kamiyami and Shinigami, they will send down the Otsuzukis as their angels. Under their direct order, they are going to destroy this world. I have persuaded them that let the child of prophecy be given a chance. Please, And after a lot of begging and persuasion, they have agreed to this. Do not fail me, Kurama. Please. As after that we see, Kurama understood the gravity of the situation. I promise, father, I shall not fail you. As the sage then made sure the seal was destroyed completely that was holding Kurama back, as Kurama then instantly woke up in Naruto's body. Time to grab the stuff and leave. As thanks to Kushina being his previous Jinchuriki, Kurama knew most of the jutsus and techniques that were hidden by her and Minato. As he went and grabbed most of them, as well as grabbed the ancient scrolls of the Uzumakis that Konoha has taken as a gratitude from Uzushiogakure. And after stealing them all and placing them in a storage scroll, we see Kurama at the top of the Hokage monument. It's time to leave this village. As its red eyes then glared at the village. I promise you this, Konoha. I will return. But the next time I do, it will be because of your destruction. You have been judged long ago. As with these words, Kyuubi left, who was now taking over Naruto. As they arrived at the land of waves first, as that is where Naruto woke up. As Naruto woke up, he saw that he was in an unfamiliar village. Where is this place, Kurama? You are just on the outskirts of a new village in the land of waves. As Naruto eyebrow rose, land of waves. Yes, it is just nearby Konoha, but quite far away, a week's worth of travel. I see. How long was I out then? You were not out that much long. You were only out for like 1 day. I see. Thanks, Kurama. Don't mention it, kid. Now, we are away from Konoha, but don't get this in your mind that you are safe from them. Sooner or later, they will find out that you have left. And soon they will find out that most of their precious possessions from the Uzushiogakure are now missing. What? What did you do? I took what was yours to begin with. Your clans, Naruto. I took your heritage. I knew, thanks to Kushina and Minato, her being my previous Jinchuriki, where it was. And I took it all. I see. It's just still hard to believe that they would assassinate her. Like this. In her most vulnerable state. I will get my... You will, kid. And I will be there with you. I promise you this much. But you now need to learn about these powers, and you need to get a move on. We need to get away from here as fast as we can. As they were talking about this, they suddenly heard screams. What was that? Be discreet, kid, but you have to check out. As, while hiding stealthily, Naruto checked out that it was a bunch of bandits that had taken girls and boys from the said village that was nearby as slaves. This time around we got quite a good catch. Maybe Gato-sama would be happy with them. Yeah, I mean, thanks to him taking over this village, we are quite easily able to do whatever we please without intervention of other nations. Yeah, that is what I am saying, right? As both of them chuckled, as Naruto eyes narrowed to Kurama. Well, there are pests everywhere. Naruto, what are you thinking, boy? We need to free them. These people, they didn't deserve this. You're right. They, alongside you, are the ones who received the short end of the stick, being crushed by the shinobi system who ignores them and favors their own selfishly. You are right, Kurama. We need to save them. As Kurama then said, you don't have to worry about that. As Naruto and Kurama then both followed the group as they arrived in an undisclosed location, quite far away from the village where Gato was, and with his goon standing. Quite a good catch you have there. Well, Gato-sama, we brought as much as we could find. As much. I told you to bring the whole consignment, and they are only a few. Last time I visited them, they were quite a lot, and they should have been grown up by now. Go and fetch me the rest, or otherwise you too will join them. Yes, Gato-sama. Pests. What shall we do with them? What else? Throw them in. As Naruto's blood was boiling at this point. Kurama, we have to do something. Of course, kid. Are you ready? Of course. As Naruto felt immense power surging through his body as Kurama took over. while Naruto could still see through his consciousness, as he saw that his body moved with such precision and skills, as well as brutality, cutting through each and every one of those bandits, as their screams were everywhere, and finally standing in front of Gato. As Naruto could speak through him with sheer rage. "How does it feel, Gato? Huh? Tell me, how does it feel to be on the end of the short stick?" As Gato was frozen. "Wait, who are you? What are you? You monster? I am a monster? Then what are you, Gato? You have harmed more innocents than I did. And yet I am the monster." As Gato screamed, but his screams were muffled, with QB fight Naruto killing him forever, silencing him. As those who were seeing this, the slaves, they watched in shock and terror. As Naruto arrived, freed them all. As he then said, "Take as much as you can, and head back to the village. Tell them that you were able to free yourself, and you don't have to worry about Gato anymore. Just don't go to Konoha or any other nation. They will take away your wealth, and you will live worse than this monster. Be your own free country and village." And with these words, we see Naruto left to kill those two who were there. And after killing those two, we see Naruto and Kurama, who were sitting at the same spot where Naruto woke up, as it was now nighttime, almost. "What should we do, Kurama? We freed them, but As Naruto's hand was shaking. It's alright, kid. Someone has to bear the burden. And ironically, it is you who has to do this. I know. But just think about the people that you saved, kid. If you haven't done that, if we hadn't done that, then he would have done worse. And he would have continued to do so. Could you imagine how much before them would have went through some same torture, or worse even?" As Naruto felt shivers down his spine. "You're right." And now Naruto felt that his actions were justified, taking a few lives in order to save many. And that is what he was going to do with elemental nations, who only valued their own. As back in Konoha, it has been a few days now since Naruto's disappearance, as Hiruzen Sarutobi was now getting worried, as a council meeting was held, as Hiruzen was out of it, as Danzo then said, Hiruzen, what is it, Danzo? "We have been trying to garner your attention for quite a long time, to tell you that most of the important scrolls from the Uzushiogakure that we retrieved are stolen. And not only that, the cubist Jinchuriki is missing as well, and we doubt that he's the one who took it. We have a suspicion as well." As Hiruzen then stood up, "Naruto wouldn't do that. Why wouldn't he? He failed the academy as the civilians wanted," said one of the Shinobi clan head, Shikaku Nara. "And he never liked the village. The village has always crushed him, put him down. And now that he has seen an opening, why wouldn't he leave?" What Shikaku has put up forth is quite right. Naruto has every reason to leave. So we should put him in the bingo book as a missing nin. He was never a nin of this village to begin with, Danzo. That is why I was trying to make you all sure that he was tied to this village after becoming a shinobi. I was molding him into a perfect weapon for us, as well as a perfect next Kage, who will defend the village by sacrificing if ever push comes to shove. And this way we can secure loyal Uzumakis to us as well. But no, all you saw was the demon." As the civilians looked on, "We apologize, Hokage-sama. We are sorry that we did not see this far. That is your mistake to not see that far, because you forgot that you are nothing more than civilians who have no right to interfere in shinobi matter. I allowed you to kill Kushina because it was her and her pregnancy that brought forth the Biju. But do not forget, Naruto was off limits. I have told you before. He's not only the son of her, but also son of Minato. Wasn't he one of us?" As all of them looked down. As after none spoke, Hiruzen then said, "I will send out an Anbu squadron. There has been a surge of chakra in the land of waves. We have to see for ourselves if our little Naruto is there and bring him back. I'll bite a little hurt, but he needs to realize that he can't just run off anywhere without telling us. Or not at all. Then it is decided, said Danzo, as everyone else agreed to this. Alright then, I will dispatch Team Ryu. As after that, Kakashi Hatake, or otherwise known as Inu, and his team was dispatched to search for Naruto. And meanwhile, they were doing their search and going and closing in on the said village that Naruto has rescued. Naruto was long gone, crossing the borders of the land of fire already, within a few days thanks to Kiwi. As Naruto and Kurama will go towards them, as Naruto was silent, aimless, as Kurama spoke, knowing his thoughts. You're not aimless, kid. You have a aim. I don't have a home, Kurama. I don't know where I'm going to train. I'm on the run. Knowing the Anbus, they might have been after me by the time now already. You're right, kid. They must have been sent out some search parties already after figuring out that you're not there anymore. So where should we go? Only place that would allow you to step a foot in and no one else beside you. Where? Was the ruins of the Uzushiogakure. What? Where are they? Near the land of water. In the whirlwinds. That is where the land of Uzushiogakure is situated. As Naruto after that arrived at the land of water and took a boat and arrived at the ruins of the Uzushiogakure. After setting on docks, the thick fog was around them as the boat owner then took his money and left. As Naruto then set a foot inside, and as soon as he crossed the fog, he was inside the village ruins. As Naruto saw the same symbol that he saw on the back of each Jonin, as his blood boiled, they wear it proudly, like they think that they own that symbol, not knowing the reality and the history behind that symbol. Not at all, kid. As Naruto, seeing all the ruins, could sense and feel all the screams and hurt that went through there, haunting him, as finally he was able to find one home that was still intact, even after all these years. As Naruto took sleep there and made it his hideout, finally feeling at peace that he has a place where he belongs to. As now we see Naruto the next morning begin his training. As the training began, it was quite hard for Naruto to understand, as all of the jutsus that were there were advanced and high level. I can't do them, Kurama. They're all high level. I try them, I pass out. I can't continue like this. You're right, kid. You have passed out 3 times already, and time is wasted as we have begun. So what should I do? I'm not going back to that village. You're right. We are at those Uchiha. You have to search their libraries, search out the ruins. There might be some things that you could able to be find. And while searching out, for the next 1 whole week, Naruto was able to find some things. The basic jutsus and Fuinjutsu skills. And from there on, Naruto was able to learn them. And soon he deciphered that within those books there were some coordinates set apart, different from the rest of the book. And going into the designated coordinates within that set ruins, he was able to find a door, and with a single drop of his blood, the seals activated in the swirl of an Uzumaki symbol. As there from the ground, in a puff of smoke, appeared a whole chamber, which Naruto opened and saw that within it was weapons. And not only weapons, but scroll after scrolls of Fuinjutsu skills and Kenjutsu skills, the fighting style of the Uzumakis. As Naruto was left stunned, I think, kid, you are now able to find and fully work upon these skills. Alright, let's do this. While Naruto has begun his journey to learn, we find out on the other side that Team Ryu has returned back from their search mission. I'm sorry to say this, Hokage-sama, but Naruto Uzumaki was nowhere to be found. I see. Well, he must have left Land of Fire by now. I see then. We must place him in the bingo books, Hiruzen, said Danzo. No, we can't. It is illegal to do so. But what we can do is that we can alert each and every shinobi and ally, and even tell Jiraiya and his spies to keep an eye on Naruto. Since he is out there, he must have gone somewhere, and Jiraiya's spy network is quite wide. He might be able to track him down, if not our shinobis first. That is a good idea, Hiruzen. do so. As after that, Hiruzen nodded and agreed to do so, what he was told. As Jiraiya was informed and he spread a word around his spy network across the elemental nation, and the shinobis from Genins all the way to the Jonins and even Anbus were told to do so, that search out for Naruto. As on the other side, Naruto has begun training after finding out the Uzumaki's secret treasures, as years begin to pass by. 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. As 4 years have passed since that day, as Naruto has reached at the age of 17 and was still training in Uzushiogakure, while on the other side there was hell. An organization known as Akatsuki has launched an all-out attack on the different Jinchurikis from different nations and villages and have taken their lives by extracting the Bijus from them unwillingly. And they are now gaining more and more power. Some know where they are situated, but none could find out. And this was the least of worries for Konoha right now, because the most important worry was that Naruto was still not found, and their Kage has died already. Hiruzen's Sarutobi was no more, because within these years, the Chunin exams were held, and Orochimaru taking the chance attacked. Many of the Genins died thanks to Shikaku. And not only that, most of the Konoha was destroyed as well, as Orochimaru, taking his chance, trapped Hiruzen and revived the first and the second Hokage, and both of them, disappointed in what Hiruzen has become, willfully killed him, easing up Orochimaru's work, and as Orochimaru retreated back. And from then on, Jiraiya tried his best to appease the civilians and the council, and even went out to bring Tsunade, who disagreed completely and said that she was to hell with that village and she was never coming back. So, seeing that he had no choice, he became the Hokage. And after he became the Hokage, he couldn't grip over his spy network, which was not dwindling fast as well. Many of his spies have gone rogue. As now we see, the fifth Hokage, Jiraiya, the legendary Sannin himself, was seated, as he was rubbing his temples, knowing fully well the prophecy is playing out. The world's destruction has begun. The prophecy was now not in their favor. It has tipped to the other side, the one side that he feared the most. God damn it. It's all because of that old man. I shouldn't have told him the prophecy. And Naruto wouldn't have run off if he had treated him kindly enough. I told him to do so. But no, all that old man saw was an opportunity again. I guess that prick had it coming anyway. As now we see, he was thinking hard. Wait, that's it. That is the only place we haven't searched. He gotta be at Uzushiogakure. Anbus, get me Team Ryu now! As Team Ryu arrived, as they all looked towards Jiraiya, their current Hokage. What is it, Hokage-sama? I'm going to assign you to a mission to search for Naruto Uzumaki, to the only place we haven't searched. We have searched everywhere, across the whole elemental nation in the past 4 years. Not everywhere, Kakashi. Those Uzushiogakure ruins. As their eyes widened, that is the only place Naruto could have gone by. And we wouldn't have noticed. But how are we gonna get in? Because of this. This is a pendant that Kushina gave me. This pendant is a proof that I can go in and out of the Uzushiogakure ruins and that village without triggering the alarm and bypassing the security system. Alright, we will go there. As they went, setting out their journey, Jiraiya was now in thought. I hope I'm able to find you, Naruto. I'm gonna mend those broken bonds that the old man has created. And then, I'm not gonna let you leave that easy. After you destroy the Akatsuki, I'm gonna place you the next Hokage. The one thing that you wanted. Thanks to the old man placing that seed in your mind and know that you want that position. And then I'll be off. And you will be the next hero and the Kage of this village. While I bask in glory and enjoy my time freely. Thought Jiraiya to himself. As now we see Naruto, who was now completely trained and ready and prepped, was seated there in a meditative position, as he was learning the Uzumaki swirl senjutsu, the senjutsu of the kenjutsu style of Uzushiogakure warriors, becoming one with nature, adding on to their strike. Because as legend says, one Uzumaki was more than enough to take down 50 of the shinobis from different villages, and Jonins at that. As Naruto, with a single slash of wind slash katana style, was able to cause huge cuts and even cut off some of the building chunks that was in front of him. Good, that is quite good, kid. You have not only mastered their sage mode, but also have learned and mastered their kenjutsu, and a lot of jutsus as well, and fuinjutsu, and my power. Kurama, you and I have sensed great disturbance, right? Of course, kid. The Akatsuki have made their move. More than half of the Bijus are already captured. Then I know what to do first. We gotta free the Bijus first and bring them here. But kid, you have heard and read, right, in the books that there are pendants. I have already altered the system. Those pendant users, they will be allowed in, but in a mirror dimension. They think that they can find me. No. I will stand here and they won't be able to see me. I will be non-existent to them. If anything, I will be invisible. Even to their dojutsus. Well, that is a good thing then, kid. What about the things that we have found? I have hid them in the Uzumaki treasury and sealed it away once more. Good. They are not going to be able to find it any more longer. So what should we do now, Kurama? Head out, kid. Time to free the Bijus. As Naruto, after leaving the Uzushiogakure from the other entrance, as the team re-entered and still couldn't find anyone there, returned back to Konoha. As for Naruto, he with his senjutsu was able to search out where the most powerful chakra signatures were coming from altogether. It was in the Amegakure. As Naruto stealthily arrived there at blinding speeds and saw that it was the Geromazo. How do I do this? Reverse this. There might be seals somewhere. As Naruto saw some kanjis drawn on the back of the Geromazo. As Naruto did them in reverse, and surprise to him, all the Bijus were then thrown out of the Geromazo, as he shrunk down again and again, becoming weaker and weaker. Thus all the Bijus that were captured were now stunned. Before they could even speak, Naruto then stealthily, "You have to leave now. Come on." As they all turned into their chibi state and jumped on Naruto's shoulder, as Naruto placed a few seals on the Geromazo's back, as he activated them, as they dissolved inside, altering even the hand seals that were placed behind it, as Naruto disappeared at blinding speeds. As Akatsuki, after arriving back, was shocked to see it. What? Who could have done this? The Bijus! All of them are gone! I have to alert the others. And this one was Zetsu. As he called for an emergency meeting as the rest of the members arrived. Why the sudden meeting? The Geromazo. Someone stole the Bijus. What? But you told us that. I don't know how, but someone was able to crack the code to reverse it. Something that not even I know. Only Sage knew how to do this. Then it must be Sage himself then? Said Deidara. No, Deidara, it is impossible. The Sage is dead, long gone. Then what shall we do now? Pain. Said Kisame Hoshigaki. This is unexpected. We did not expect this. All that hard work that we have put in, all to be taken instantly. But by whom? Who could have done this? As suddenly, we see, Pain saw a figure leaving Amegakure. I have detected someone. He has left Amegakure shore. I do not know where he went, but he has departed from here. Conan, you are to go and follow him. Already on it, Pain. As Conan sent out an origami, a paper one, to follow Naruto, which Naruto burnt down, but the origami transferred the image of Naruto back to Conan already. It was Naruto Uzumaki, the genin who disappeared from Konoha, and the Nine-Tailed Shinchuriki as well. How did he know? How was he able to figure it out? Maybe the QB knew something. Maybe he was able to find out about this. What do you say, Madara? As Toby then turned his voice deeper. I say we kept go and ambush him. The kid hasn't gone that far, and he needs rest. We are going to ambush him when we can. As only their side Naruto has already prepared. Something that not even they will be able to do so if Naruto's plan backfired. Naruto had made them a part of himself, as Naruto has become their Jinchuriki. It was quite painful for him, but he was able to endure it. becoming the Jinchuriki of 5 Bijus more, aside from Kurama. As now that the 6 Bijus were together in the Mindscape, Naruto's KCM was much more stronger than ever, because they were giving their power and chakra to Kurama, who was now even with more chakra, amplifying Naruto's more outdoor strength and abilities. As now we see Naruto was ambushed. You think you would be able to get away with what you have done, Cubist Jinchuriki? You walked right into our trap, just what we needed. Now hand over the Nine-Tail and the other Bijus. Kind of too late now. You should have said so earlier. As Naruto bursted into his KCM2 state, and using his Kenjutsu Uzumaki style with the Sage mode, he was able to take them down, cutting them badly, and some of them even ripping their halves off easily. As Naruto then even was able to kill all of the pain bots, but they were able to regenerate, as Naruto then searched that it was another person's far away hidden. As Naruto arrived there, as he then said, Futon, wind style, air wind 10 slashes. As 10 slashes that were deep and strengthful were sent out, made out of wind. As each gash and slash was landed on his target. As now we see much more weaker and in pain, Nagato stood there. And Uzumaki, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this if you have survived? Said Naruto. You visited the home, right? That is why you know how we look, the Uzumakis. Of course. Let me help you. What is your name? Nagato. Nagato? You're Kushina Uzumaki's cousin, right? How do you know that? We haven't met since the fall of the Uzushiogakure. I was younger. She was my mother. As Pain's eyes widened, what? You mean I am your family. And I'm happy to find you as well, uncle. As Naruto healed Nagato, as instantly being healed, Nagato then said, I can't believe this. I had to continue my mission. After losing the clan, everyone, I thought that this will be the only option. But I have to do this, I'm sorry, Naruto. As Pain tried to grab him by the neck to add pressure, but Naruto didn't move. You know what you were doing, right? I'm sorry. I have to do this for them. You're only being played by them. I heard from the sage himself. We are going to build the new elemental nations together. What do you mean by that, Naruto? He said that the child of prophecy, who he told me that I am. See this? Sun and the moon seal? He said, showing his palms. As Nagato watched in shock. You really are the child of prophecy then that means that, yes, I was sent here to either preserve or to destroy. But after seeing as much as I have seen the pain this shinobi system has caused, I know what to do now, and I'm going to destroy it. And I need your help, because from their ashes, the new elemental nation will rise. As this was going on, Nagato agreed, as his pots and Konan arrived. I agree with you, Naruto. Konan, meet my nephew, from my cousin Kushina. As Konan was stunned. So you mean that? Yes, we are siding with him. As Naruto then saw Zetsu, as thanks to the knowledge and information that he had from the sage, he then said, You're Zetsu. You know him, said Nagato, as others watched without raised eyebrow, even Toby. Of course I do. Sage, when he gave me his memories, he told me that he was the will of Kaguya Otsutsuki, the rabbit goddess who was sealed away on the moon, the mother of Sage. And his whole mission is to free her. And that is why he was gathering and reviving the Ten-Tails. Ten-Tail is a monster. If revived, he will destroy the whole world and take the chakra in the form of the Moon Eye Seal, and in the form of a fruit that will be consumed by Kaguya, as both will then leave with the destroyed world. As everyone was left stunned, because they never revealed about the Moon Eye plan, but Naruto knew it, which means that if he knew about this plan, then he was telling the truth. I sensed no lie from him, said Kakazu, who was able to detect that. Then all those innocents' life that have suffered be taken. Said Itachi. It all now makes sense, said the masked person, Obito, as he took off his mask and threw it down. It all makes sense now. You were there. The shadows I saw. It was you, Zetsu. You. All you. And Zetsu then, after being found out, found himself cornered. So what if it was? Huh? I was doing what I was told to do. I am the will of Kaguya Otsutsuki, the rabbit goddess, the one's power that you use claiming to be yours. And it is not rightfully yours at all. I know. The power was distributed to us, said Naruto, so that we can get to know each other. And yet you use it as a power, which makes it more solidified that what Kaguya was doing was great, destroying this world and taking its power from the chakra fruit world tree. As Zetsu fell silent, as he had a scowl on his face. You destroyed everything, kid. I gotta give it to you. That all thousands of years of work destroyed like that. But you know what? If I escape here, I'm gonna rewrite the history. You're nothing more than a history that I wrote with my own hands. So what makes you think that I cannot erase you and start from the zero? Because you are going to be sealed away. Chibaku Tensei. With these words said, Zetsu froze in one spot as he was then sealed away within a small compressed earth that was straightly sent towards outside of the earth as well. As Naruto looked at the rest of the Akatsuki, who were now in shock, because all that they were doing was leading to their own destruction. So what now? What now is that you destroy the Geromazo, or either become the protector of it, and leave the rest to me. As Naruto now set out on his journey, went and watched the next nations, after seeing that even they all were cruel, except for Kumo, somewhat. He knew what he had to do. He declared war on all of them, and those who participated suffer his wrath, especially Konoha. People who were innocents were only spared. Kids, innocents, these one. Aside from them, his hands were rated R for everyone, as they all suffered his wrath, brutally and killed. And after being killed, Naruto changed some things in the power pole of chakra. Only with those of the kindness of hearts and goodwill and good nature will be able to unlock chakra, and otherwise the gene will remain dormant. Those who will forcefully open their chakra will enter their body so much, exploding their coils and even exploding their body, killing them. As the new elemental nation, after 10 more years, the destruction of the previous elemental nation rose from them. New Konoha, new Uzushiogakure, new minor villages, and new major villages. And this time they were all peaceful, led by the new Hokages and other Kages who has awoken their chakra and become the leader of the said village. Because their people loved them, their neighbors loved them, and they all liked each other as well, and were peaceful and pacifists. While Naruto as the new sage was their leader himself. As for the Bijus, they all were freed now, seen as pacifist beings of the current time, not as the monsters of the previous ones. Their true destiny and paths revealed, as the sage have said. Naruto was able to bring peace, and new elemental nation as well, with his new policies as a sage and the power settings that he had adjusted to the world. And those of some who have survived from the previous ones, they watched in awe what could have been theirs if they had tried harder and not have been egotistical. But yet here they were, destroyed without anything. And as for the Akatsuki, they became prominent figures as well, except for Hidan and Kakazu, because both were captured and executed later on because they still were evil. As for the rest, they were all redeemable and have redeemed themselves in the form of their passion, arts, and their teachings. As for whole Konoha, they were no more now, as in their ashes, from their ashes rose new clans, rose new villages. Even Konoha wasn't new, but Naruto was not a part of it. The previous Kage heads, statues, all of them were destroyed. History was erased altogether. As the world has been put on reset, and all thanks to Naruto, the new sage of the Sixth Path. And now, he saw the new era of shinobi and elemental nation with his own eyes. as this is where I'm going to be leaving this story off, guys, and ending it. Hope you liked this one, and if you did, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, as this is Apollo Uchiha, and I'm signing off for the day. Peace!